Roast. What's up, party people? All right, so starting early, late, depending on what you're gonna say. Everybody hit that like button. I'm getting straight into it today because I'm pissed off about something. So I'm gonna get straight into it today. But before we do, I want to give a shout out to everybody that showed up for the live stream this weekend with me and Jules. That was dope. Hopefully we could do that again. Hopefully we can get a couple more y'all to come with us. We could kind of get like a group going. I would love to go like to a concert somewhere with everybody or the people that can make it, or just, you know, an activity. We could go do a nice group BBN activity. That shit would be dope. All right, so usually we start the show with the niceties. I say good morning to everybody, but I'm kind of pumped up today, so I want to get right into it. All right, so for everybody that knows, everybody that comes to this channel, do y'all remember when I was covering? I can't help it. Yo, what up, Aunt? What up, Miss Mahogany? What up, Tone? How y'all doing this morning? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all showing up, especially when people show up early. I love this. All right, everybody hit that like button. All right, so but I want to get right into it though. Good morning, NG. Yo, remember when I was covering Cardi B versus? Good morning, Tiffany. Remember when I was covering Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj? I had made a couple of videos on it. When I tell y'all that I had already was collecting information and everything like that, and I had at least ready and prepared. I had at least 4 to 5 more videos ready to go. All right, ready to go, ready and prepared. That's why the last couple of like the last week, I haven't been dropping 2 or 3 videos a day. It's because they fucked up my rollout. All right, they fucked up my rollout. I'm gonna explain this. This is how this channel works over here, right? Good morning, Tiffany, Red King, Shaniqua, Alan. This is how this channel works. Let's say we have 2 people on the opposing viewpoints. I put out videos talking about either. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's say I have somebody that I particularly favor and I think that they're right. I'm probably going to put their video out first. And then for whoever the person that they're going against, and then I'm going to make a video talking about their viewpoints. That's why often, if you look at the videos, you're going to find people saying that I'm capping for this person. And in the very same video or the very next video, they're going to say that I'm a stand to this person, or I'm a stand to the other person, and I'm a stand to the other person. Because that's the way that I do it. As the story unfolds, I make a video on the evidence or on the situation in which we currently have. So when I tell you that when I saw that Tasha K had the interview with Homegirl, and I was looking at what Tasha K was doing up until the point before she dropped the interview, I was like, let me back up. Let me get away from this, because I had a lot of stuff planned for the Nicki Minaj Cardi B beef. I had a lot of stuff planned, y'all. Y'all already know whenever I get, hold on, I'm about to get there, Tone. Yo, I'm about to get there. This is not about, see, this is the misconception. Tone said he can't do this topic. This is the misconception. I'm not talking about Cardi B and what happened with Tasha K as much as I'm talking about us YouTubers, and I'm not bashing nobody, but what's up, Brittany Chanel? Us YouTubers, we have a fucking responsibility, okay? Now, look, you could be biased as you want. You can like whoever the fuck you want. It's your right. You understand what I'm saying? You can like who you want. But when we're disseminating information to the audience, to the crowd, to the people that come to our channels, to the people that support our channels, we have an obligation to allow for them to have a different viewpoint just in case they don't agree with us. There's an obligation. That's what I'm talking about. That's what this video is about. So for anybody that doesn't want to hear where I'm going with that on this, then I respect that. But that's what this video is about. This video is about the fact that we have an obligation to not just put out what we believe or want to be true, but to also put out the thing that might not be true, but there's a good chance. Now, I'm going to tell you how I do that. Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, Tada. I'm going to tell you how I do that. Let me just go I could go right down the freaking list. I do it all the time. I put out stuff that I don't necessarily agree with, but that's where the information is leading us to. And I'm like, and I'm gonna give the audience an opportunity to decide what they think about it. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times, my videos that do this is called clickbait. It's not clickbait. I'm trying to be fair. Just because I don't like a person, that doesn't mean that you don't have a right to like them. I'm trying to be fair. Check this out. I'm going to tell you 2 videos in succession. First, I made Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly beef might be fake, right? And then the very next video I make, Eminem fans make fake. The very next video, Eminem fans made fake boos at Machine Gun Kelly's concert. So I had the one video talking positively about Eminem, because why would it have to be fake unless they were trying to help Machine Gun Kelly? Let's just be real. Eminem don't need the publicity. Then the very next video I made was Eminem fans are making fake boos at Machine Gun Kelly's concert. So I just want to explain this. So I'm disseminating and I'm giving you the information as the information come, and I'm not being biased. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you don't like the video, or if you're a person that only seen one of my videos ever, so you don't even understand I be doing shit like this, there's nothing I can do about that. But I'm open-minded. I don't believe that us as content creators should try to force our opinions on you and force you to look at and see anything the way that we are looking at it and seeing it. We are to give you information, and then you do whatever the hell with it that you want to do with it. That's what we're supposed to do. So hold on. Let me just get into this whole Tasha K thing that was going on. So Tasha K was going to drop the video with homegirl about whatever the fuck she was going to drop the video about, right? The interview, right? But what ends up happening? Remember, the interview was late. Does anybody else remember that? Her interview was late. Her interview was late. Why was her interview late? It turns out there's somebody named Mona Simone. I didn't even know about this lady, but she sounds very educated. She also sounds like a God-fearing woman, so she's ups in my butts. She's the tits. So there's this chick named Mona Simone. So she was trying to also have a video with Star, but she had got Star to okay her video first. Now, this is where I have the problem with this particular thing. This is where I have the problem with this particular thing. I'm going to let you know. Okay. If you're a person that's getting interviewed, right? You have a story that you're trying to get out, right? You should be trying to hit every platform, no matter how small, no matter how big. If the story is true, no matter how small, no matter how big, you should try to hit every platform, right? This thing happened. You want everyone to know about it. So you want to hit every platform. Hold on, Brittany Chanel. Hold on. I'm going to get there too. I just want to explain something. I'm going to get there too. Let's hold on. Okay. I already sent you a text. I asked you, did you want to do a Tonight Show with me tonight? Okay. Yes. I put people on blast. So if you are open to that, I sent you a text this last night. So this is my point. What up, Sav? What up, Young? What up, KD? So this is my point. This is my point on that whole thing. Everybody hit that like button. If Star, whatever her name is, I don't even know the girl's name. I think it's Star. Good morning, Michael. If her story was true, she would be trying to hit up every platform. You want to know why people go to one platform? You want to know why? For money. You understand? Like, there's no reason for me to go only to the big platform. I can go to the little platform also, unless the big platform says, unless the big platform is giving me something that the little platform can't. You understand what I'm saying? So if the big platform is giving me something that the little platform can't, and the big platform says, I don't want you to go to the smaller platform, or I'm not going to do this thing that you want me to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so now, if that's the case, there's a good chance that maybe the story isn't true. First red flag. The second red flag is that she actually told the smaller Star, whoever the hell she is, that she actually told the smaller platform that she was going to have to hold off on the interview. Why? Why? Yes, it was business, but listen to what I'm saying. I'm not arguing with your point, Brittany Chanel. I'm saying you're correct. I'm saying you're 100% correct, and I'm saying that's the problem. That is the problem. Morning, DJ. Have any of y'all ever been interviewed? I haven't been interviewed, but I've been at interviews. I've been places where people were interviewed. Different interviewers interview differently. There's a different energy. There's a different, the questions that are asked are different. Sometimes one interviewer can get you to expound on something that another interviewer can't. Good morning, Sandman. So often, it's in the best interest of an individual that's trying to get information out to the public to be interviewed by multiple people. Interview for a job. No, Daryl. All of us have been interviewed for jobs. So when she says that she wasn't going to get interviewed by one person over the other, why? Why can't you do both interviews? You should be trying to do 100 interviews. You understand what I'm saying? And then she had the nerve, from what I heard, it sounded like her voice, to tell Mona Simone that she turned down other interviews for various different reasons, but she did the Tasha K interview. Once again, this tells me that her story might not be true. Now, how does this relate back to me and me stopping from doing the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj beef? How does this relate back? Some of y'all might be asking. Easy. When you have somebody coming out trying to throw dirt on somebody else's name, you don't know whether it's true or not. You're also covering a story that it's not that story, but it's a different story about the same individual. Now, I might be throwing dirt on Cardi's name also. I'm not Dominican, but I'm from the Bronx. And I'm letting you know right now, people in the Bronx consider, the majority of Black people in the Bronx consider anyone that is not white to also be Black. Unless you prove yourself to not be. As long as you're, well, you know, not Asian also, but that's just how it is. So Black people in the Bronx consider Puerto Ricans to be Black, consider West Indian, consider anybody from the islands, Dominicans, all of us is Black. You understand what I'm saying? But when you prove yourself to not be Black, when you prove yourself to hate on other Black people, that's when people stop fucking with you. Just so we can be clear on that. Yeah, just so we can be clear on that. Because I don't want nobody to say that I'm like hating on Cardi, because I literally have people come in Cardi B videos talking about I don't like Dominicans. Like, what the hell are you talking about? I grew up in the Bronx. For everybody that doesn't know, for people that have never been to the Bronx, there is probably no other city in America with as many Dominicans and Puerto Ricans in it combined. There's like no other city in America. I mean, I would have to see it. The Bronx is like everyone is in the Bronx. Any race of people that you can think of have a fucking neighborhood in the Bronx. Miami has a lot of Cubans also. So are you confusing the Cubans with the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans? But Miami would be second. What's that, Soul Reaper? Good morning, Soul Reaper. But you understand what my point is? So I'm saying that to say this. When I'm making the Cardi B videos about Nicki Minaj, I keep hearing how I'm on Nicki Minaj's side because Nicki Minaj is Black and Cardi B is Dominican. So I have a ton of people coming in the comment section talking trash to me about how, could we hit that like button, everybody? So I have a ton of people coming in the comment section talking trash to me about how I don't like Dominicans. So when this whole news story comes up with Tasha K and Homegirl, Star, whatever her name is, when that story comes up, I can't cover the Cardi B story no more. I can't cover it because that's piling on. And now let's say I'm covering that story and the stuff that I'm saying is right. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to all be lumped in with this bullshit that's going over there. And I thought it was absolutely clear as day that that girl was lying. Who keeps boxes of Monostat 5 in their house or Monostat 7 or whatever the hell that is? Who keeps boxes? Boxes? Boxes. You want to know what that implies? That implies she's buying them shits in bulk. She's buying Monostat 7 or 5 or whatever the hell that shit is. She's buying that shit in bulk. She's going out to, what kind of shit is this? Right then and there, if I was giving an interview, right then and there, I would have had to ask a whole bunch of questions about how are you living in the house with somebody that you're saying is this dirty? Aren't you scared you're going to catch something by sitting on the seat? But she said boxes. She didn't say, like, I could see if she just said, well, she had a whole bunch of Monostat or whatever. She said boxes. When she said boxes, you know what I thought? You know when people move? You understand what I'm saying? Like, boxes, like, I could see if you said, like, boxes? Come on, not boxes. You could have been like, she had a lot or she kept Monostat 7 in the crib or whatever the case might be. Yeah, okay, all right, it is what it is. She had a yeast infection issue, which is implying that she's sleeping with her. For guys that don't know, just for guys that don't know, because the women absolutely knew what she was implying. She was implying that Cardi B sleeps with so many different people. See, we all have a pH balance. And when women are having sex with multiple different partners, unprotected, it could mess up their pH balance, especially if people is going inside of you. So it could mess up their pH balance. And that could cause for them to get yeast infections and everything else. So what she's implying is Cardi B is out there having so much wild, unprotected sex that she's getting like a ton she always has a yeast infection. That's why she needs boxes. So I can't cover a Cardi B story if that's what if this is the crap that's going on out there. What kind of shit is that? I don't dislike Cardi B. I don't have no problems with that lady. I don't want to piggyback off of this. Good morning, Bo. I don't want to piggyback off of this. So I said, no. No. Hold on, KD. I'm not focusing on the things that don't matter. I'm explaining to you why I didn't decide to cover the story. Cardi B didn't say that she didn't know the girl, as far as I know, until after I already decided I couldn't cover the story. So I'm not at where you're at right now. Right now, you're talking about the end, and I'm still talking about the beginning of where I initially was like, what the hell is going on here? Are you vetting these people? And this is not a knock on Tasha K. I'm saying she wanted to get a story out there. The only thing that I don't like that Tasha K unequivocally up until this point, the only thing that I didn't like is that how she stopped another YouTuber from getting a story. I didn't like that. Like, you know, especially a small YouTuber. Like the young Mona Simone says she only has like, yeah, that's how I do it. You feel me, So Reaper? Like, because not for nothing, not that everybody needs that, but sometimes it's better to slow walk because I get tired of people telling me I'm saying things that I'm not saying. You understand what I'm saying? So I just really prefer to slow walk. So yeah, so I'm not knocking Tasha K. I'm upset that she stopped another YouTuber from getting an interview. If this lady really only has like under 1,000 YouTube views, like why would you do that? Like why would you want to sabotage her channel? Because that's what that's doing. Let's say a rapper decided to do an interview with me for whatever the reason might be. And then Shout out to DJ Academics. But DJ Academics was like, yo, if you do an interview with that guy, then I'm not going to do an interview with you. Of course, this guy's going to come back to me and be like, yo, homie, I can't help you. Because how is he even going to think about picking my platform, our platform, over fucking Academics platform? I'm not sure I would do that. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Young, for the donation. As always, I love y'all guys. Y'all show up. Y'all show y'all appreciations with y'all wallets, and in this world that we live in, that's like the main way to show appreciation. I appreciate y'all. But my point is, okay, so hold on. I'm about to get to that part, KD. I'm about to get to that part. So I'm thinking whether I should skip over a couple of points that I already was thinking about. All right, hold on. I'll get to that. Give me 1 second. So check this out. Hold on before you say Mona's lying. I don't know if she's lying. I don't know if she's telling the truth. But she did have Star on phone. She's okay, so I'm gonna go right to it. Good morning, Christmas. Star was on the phone with her, and what Star said is that she was offered a whole bunch of things that she did not necessarily want. Wait, hold on. Kim and M is in here? I didn't see Kim and M. How am I scrolling back up? I'm busy. Anyway, so whether she took these things or not, what's up, Francita? Whether she took these things or not, there was things offered to Star, at least from Star's mouth. Now, Star could be lying. Star has lied about a lot of things. Good morning, Nat. Good morning, Ducky. Star has lied about a lot of things, okay? So there's a good chance that she's lying about this. So I'm not knocking it. All right? There's a good chance she's lying about this because Star has lied about a lot of things, in my opinion. I'm going to get to some of those things in 1 minute. So, wait, somebody said something. I just lost track. Okay, so Star's on the phone with Mona. Star says that there was jobs offered to her from, hold on, Bo. I'm not saying you're not right. I'm not saying that you're not right, Bo. I'm not saying that you're not right. What I am saying is Star says that there was jobs offered. Star. I'm not talking about what Mona says. So you can say Mona's clout chasing all you want. I'm talking about what I heard from Star's mouth. Good morning, Brandon. Good morning, sons. What I heard straight from Star's mouth. Stars. I'm not giving no more shout outs or recognizing any more people that I don't know until them likes go up. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm not saying nobody else's name until them likes go up. It's not fair that we had over 100 people in here already and them likes is as low as they are. Anyway, so out of Star's mouth, not Star the man, Star the girl that's trying to bash, Star the girl that's trying to bash Cardi B. So out of her own mouth, she said that there was jobs offered to her from Tasha K. Tasha K's offering her jobs. I'm like, that sounds like what's up, Deontay? That sounds like what somebody does when they're trying to. This is blackballing, by the way, y'all. I'm not gonna give you an interview unless you give that other person an interview. That's blackballing. You understand what I'm saying? I know what y'all think blackballing is. The thing that Eminem did when he said, "Oh, I own a company. I don't like that nigga. Don't let him come to my company." That's not blackballing. That's just not allowing somebody to come to your company because you just flat out don't like them. Now, if you try to tell somebody that you're not going to be going to business with them, if they go into business with anybody else, they have a giant platform. That is blackballing. You're causing for other people specifically to not get some kind of work or some kind of whatever because of you. All right, so she's offering the Star girl says, I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how true it is, but the girl says that she was getting offered the jobs. How are you gonna be interviewing somebody you don't know them from Adam, but you're gonna be offering them jobs at your radio station? I don't understand how you say the other girl is clout chasing. I don't understand it. They're just offering her jobs. Well, I don't understand it. Please, somebody explain that to me. Now she could be lying. I think she's lying about a lot of stuff. This is the first time I've spoken on this. So you're asking me why don't I contact somebody? This is the first time I've spoken on this. This isn't an ongoing thing on this channel. Don't kick nobody for sticking up for Tasha K, please. They have a right to speak their opinion. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I'll go back to the beginning. This whole entire video is because I am pissed off. Right? I am and no, it's not hearsay. I'm literally just saying that somebody is saying something and I don't know that it's true. Hearsay would be me telling you what somebody was saying and then telling you that it is true. That is hearsay. Me just telling you something that I don't know whether it's true or not is not hearsay. You do know that, right? I'm not trying to attack you, but you do know that, right? Yeah, I'm not doing hearsay. What I'm doing isn't hearsay. I'm not saying any of this stuff is facts. I'm telling you the way that it affected me. For everybody that don't know, I had a complete rollout. I had to scrap like 3 videos. For everybody that don't know, I had to scrap like 3 videos. It was remember back when I was covering Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B. I dropped about 3 or 4 videos on the subject. I dropped about 3 or 4 different videos on the subject. Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B. Then the Star Girl came out bashing Cardi B. So I stopped covering the story. And now I'm explaining why I stopped covering the story. And one of the main reasons why I stopped covering the story is because I thought that this girl that was coming out was talking bullshit. Yes, I'm upset that because this bullshit came out, I wasn't able to cover my story. I can feel a way. First of all, we feel about a way about everything that we come into knowledge about. Whether we agree, disagree, like, don't like, we feel a way about it. It's like impossible for a human to know about anything and not have, I'm not going to say an opinion, but not have some kind of feeling about it. Even to not care about something is a feeling. I mean, I don't understand what kind of, who's this MJ? Yes, the star chick, and also I have not accused Tasha K of any lying or any wrongdoing, with the exception of if she did tell that girl that she's not going to give her an interview if she go on the other person's station, I'm not jacking that. Other than that, I haven't said Tasha K did anything wrong. So I don't even understand what anybody is listening to. I feel a way about tons of things I'm not sure about. I'm not sure if people actually went to the moon, but I feel a way about them niggas might have lied to us about it. I feel a way about that. Why would they lie about something like that? Them niggas. I'm just keeping it a buck, y'all. Look, I don't think, look, as far as I know, Tasha K didn't do anything wrong. I just think that she needed to vet that chick better. I think that sometimes, and this has happened to me before, sometimes a story has jumped out there for you to get, and you like, I want to get on top of this before anybody else get on top of it. And sometimes by doing that, we're not being true to our audience. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not just, I think maybe it was a slow week. It could have just been a slow 2 weeks. This shit popped up. This is big business. Let's just keep it a buck. I'm not knocking Tasha K. For anybody that thinks that I'm bashing her. I'm not bashing her. I've watched the channel more than once. I don't think I'm subscribed over there, but I've watched it more than once. I think that she likes the excitement. I think that she knows her audience. She caters to her audience. I don't think she should lose any viewers. I don't know what you're talking about, Bo. You're in here defending somebody that I'm not even really. You're in here defending somebody unnecessarily. So I really don't know what you're doing. The girl lying, the moon landing absolutely pisses me off. That's just you see how quick I came to that shit. I'm pissed off about that moon landing thing. But the star lying, and I think that this was such a good, because I've heard Tasha K talk. She's smart. She's intelligent. All right. Tasha K is intelligent. I've heard her talk. I think that if Tasha K would have decided to expose this girl rather than try to allow for this girl to attack Cardi B, I think that that was the way to go. And I think she's smart enough to know that. I don't think I've listened to a lot of YouTubers, and there's some of them I actually like, and some I'm like, these guys ain't that smart, but they got a dope ass channel and it's fun to listen to. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not talking bad about Tasha K. I don't understand what Bo and the other person is talking about. Like, why do y'all think I'm not attacking this lady? That lady be on her grind, yo. And y'all know, above almost anything else, I respect the motherfucker with a grind. She be on her grind. Yeah, I'm not sure about any of this stuff that happened. They probably all hit the dislike. I don't know. What I'm saying is this. Thank you, KD. KD said, you just said it's smart. She's smart. It makes you wonder, why would she take the position on this situation that she did? There must be something why she did. Yes, I think she's smart. I think she's smart. I think she's smart. I think she's smart. I think that she knows her audience. Look, you want to know one of the main reasons why I be wanting to kick douchebags out? Because they're not our audience. They're not for us. You understand what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. I'm pretty sure there's millions of people on the planet that if they got a hold of what's going on over here with this community and with me orating, they'll want to be a part of it. You understand? Millions. You understand what I'm saying? Like with any other YouTube channel. You understand what I'm saying? So if a douchebag comes, we got to kick them out because we don't want other people that might be new to think that this is what the fuck we about. So it has nothing to do with getting butthurt. It has nothing to do with not being able to take criticism. It has something to do with, I prefer that if we have like-minded people, like even if you like, come on, Ant disagrees with me all the time. There's a ton of y'all disagree with me all the time. So it's not about agreeing with me. You understand what I'm saying? I have no idea what's the dislike over here, Daryl. I have no idea. I mean, it is what it is, though. I have no idea. We're not going to talk about her drinking. I believe that's part of her shtick. I believe that there's a good chance that she is nowhere near as intoxicated as people like to believe. I think it's more about unwinding. You understand what I'm saying? I think it's more about unwinding. Yep, Cardi is absolutely living her best life. Thank you, Red King. That's what I'm always trying to do. See, this is my point. Tasha K is big enough that she'll go viral by accident. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she could go viral by accident. She doesn't have to chase a story. She has over, okay, this is just my belief. If you have 100,000 active subs, right? She has like over 200,000. If you have 100,000 active subs and you put out a good fucking video and your subs, they fuck with you hard, at least 100,000 of them, they're going to share that video. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I put out a good video, I'm not going to lie. I expect everyone in this community that really, fuck with me hard. I put out a good video. I expect you to share it. If I put out a BS video, a video you don't like, I mean, I don't really expect you to share it. It is what it is. But the shares, especially the YouTube shares, the not the YouTube shares, those two, I guess. But especially like the shares on different platforms, like Twitter, like Facebook, like whatever other platform you're on, when you share to those like that's helping the channel. So I always expect for people to share if I put out a good video. That's why sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, sometimes when you don't see me drop a video, it's because I've tried and the video, I didn't like it and I didn't think it was up to the standard, so I didn't put it out. It is what it is. That's it. But when you have over 200,000 subs, she doesn't have to attempt to go viral. If she just puts out a good video, at least 100,000 of her subs is gonna share it here and share it there and share it. You don't know. I had videos that went up on freaking what's the name of this damn thing? WorldStar. So I don't know how the fuck the video got on WorldStar, but I have videos that went up on WorldStar. So sometimes all you got to do is just try to do a good video. Shit is gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying? I think that recent videos. I think that she has the intelligence to be able to talk about many different topics. I don't think that she needed to chase this star girl, but I understand what it was because there was a lot of stuff, part of my nose. There was a lot of stuff going on with Cardi B at the time, and to have a Cardi B story was a pretty simple way to go viral. And I believe that that's probably what was on her mind at the time. Yo, I'm going to drop this Cardi B story. I'm going to put it out before anybody else, and the shit is going to hit. But see, this is the problem when you're talking about people, right? This is the problem when you're talking about people. Other people might have seen the shit too. All right, so let's go into her actual story. We talked around it for a minute. Let's go into some of the actual aspects of what she said, other than the whole monostat line that I wasn't jacking. Because if you're a woman and you telling me that a bitch got boxes of monostat 7 or 8 or 10, I don't know what the hell the numbers is. I don't know. But if you tell me that some shorty has boxes of monostat in her crib, and you still live there using the same toilet as her, walking around drinking out of the same milk cartons or whatever the hell you're trying to do, if you still doing that with her in the crib, I mean, that just leads me to question you. Was you sharing some of this monostat with her? Did y'all both have an issue? I'm just saying, that's what I'm thinking personally. I mean, ladies, like, really, would you want to live in the house with somebody who had a year-round fucking yeast infection? Please, ladies, please, somebody comment. Somebody comment. Would y'all live in the house with somebody that had a year-round yeast infection? Because that's what she's implying. That she has a yeast infection that is so bad she has to have boxes of this stuff because she's using so much of it. Tiffany Thomas says, "Oh, hell to the no." Nat says, "Come on, man," shaking my head. Christmas says, "Hell no." Miss Mahogany says, "I couldn't. I would say something." Okay, so Miss Mahogany is the more polite one. But you basically get my point. How are you going to tell me that this chick got boxes of monostat 7 in the crib and you just living there? And Tone Cone says, if he had a bakery, copy. I don't want any of his bread. So, all right, so let's move to the next thing. And Tada said if he wanted to make beer. What does that say about Star? That is my point, Tiffany. That is my whole entire point about this. Yep, she can easily pick up an infection from something. Ben Mouth, the missed 23 years. Never once have I seen a box. Ben Mouth. I don't know what that means, man. So Reaper. Is the box really Cardi B's or hers? That's my thing. Thank you, Mama Rain. Why is there so much of this shit? Like, you can literally, I don't know and shit, I'm just assuming, but you can literally go to the store and buy 1 or 2 of those freaking packages, and that should be able to get you through the week. Why would you need boxes? Oh, man, yo. Is it me, or is every time I talk about something negative, I point that way, and every time I'm talking about something positive, I point that way? Oh, yeah. Good job, Ed. Ant said he's putting people on timeouts for saying stuff off topic. Appreciate you. So, just so we can be clear. Okay, so let's talk about how they say they met, right? She says basically she was working at one strip club. She did not know Cardi B whatsoever. I have no idea how yeast infections work, yo. I'm supposing that you get a yeast infection, you have to use the cream to help the itching or whatever the case might be, and it helps to subside and it has something in it, and then sooner or later it goes away. Oh, so you can't transfer yeast infections like that, not just by living with somebody, not if you take care of yourself. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna assume that okay, you're this. I don't know if you're trying to be funny or not, but if you're off topic. Anybody else see me lagging? If nobody else see me lagging, kick that person. Yeah, time them out. Yeah, I don't know who that is. We might need to just ban that person forever. Oh, copy. Yeah, yo, like what the fuck, yo? Yeah, because not your woman take care of herself. I'm assuming. So hold on. So hold on. Let's get to a whole nother. Nah, you good? So Reba, don't worry about it. You ain't do nothing out of the way. And the ladies just brought up something that I didn't know, so I appreciate y'all ladies that told me that. But my whole point is this also: if somebody has a year-round yeast infection, how clean are they? Yeah, but how clean are they? Like, why would you live with somebody like that? I can't live with a nigga that I can't live with somebody that doesn't wash their hands before they go in the fucking refrigerator. Like, I got a problem with that. I don't care what you was or wasn't doing. Before you go in the refrigerator, you should wash your damn hands. That's the type of point that I'm trying to make. If you got a person running around with a year-round yeast infection, how is you living with them? She had somewhere else to go. She was paying for hotels. We're not talking about getting a yeast infection just once. We're talking about having yeast infections for so long, you need boxes of this stuff. I'm not even talking about it being contagious at this point. I'm just talking about the living conditions it would be to have to live with somebody who. What's up, Shanna? I didn't see last night's vibe. Thank you. It has something to do with being clean. Thank you, Nat. I'm not even talking about that no more. You see what kind of people they pH balance. I also talked about that. I actually, DJ, that was the first thing that I talked about as far as yeast infection. It has to do with pH balance. That's one of the first things I spoke on. Literally, that was one of the first things I spoke on. All right, but okay, all right. So let's move on from that. She has a year-round yeast infection, and the other girl's cool with it. Whatever, bitch. All right, so let's move on from that. So this is another issue that I have with what Star was saying. Thank you, Shaniqua. Just thank you. Like people are just, I don't know, like. I'm not gonna lie. Like all of y'all that think that the yeast infection ain't having a year-round yeast infection isn't no big deal. I'm looking at y'all side-eye. I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely squinting when I look at y'all. Like you don't think a year-round yeast infection is a problem? You don't think a woman having boxes of monostat, whatever the hell that is, in the crib isn't a problem? Yeah, there's go scroll up. There's a whole and women in here too that don't think having a year-long yeast infection isn't a problem. Anyway, so let's go to the next thing. Y'all can think whatever y'all want. Who am I to say, right? I think that shit is disgusting. You might get it, and then you take care of it, and then that's the end of it. But if you get it and you keep that shit all year long, forever, like you just always walking around with a yeast infection, I think that that's a problem. I mean, y'all have a right to not think that that's a problem. I guess whatever. That shit's a problem. You can actually get it from a lot of sex with different men because it's your pH balance. That's factual. Yes, but my point is, Star was implying you don't know what jokes are, huh, Bo? Bo also don't know what. Bo also doesn't know what jokes is. So I'm supposed to when I'm up here saying stuff, I'm pretty sure everybody else knows she did have a year-long yeast infection. But I'm also not supposed to be humorous in any way, and I'm supposed to be as bland and boring as possible. Thank you, Bo. I appreciate that. You the best. I try to be more boring in the future. Yes, because you keep athletes' feet. Somebody says, I'm not even gonna say your name, nigga. Somebody says I have boxes of athlete feet cream. Yes, because you keep athlete's feet cream, so you need boxes of it. Yes, but it's being treated, Daryl. She has boxes. I'm not arguing with women about women health issues. They're okay. This is what's happening. I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening. The ladies are saying things that are correct, but none of those things are my point. My point is, this is my point. I'm going to say this flat, plain out, and I know right after I say it, there's going to be another comment that has absolutely nothing to do with my point that's going to be said in order to discredit whatever the thing is that I said. I know that this is going to happen, but I'm going to say what my point is anyway. My point is this. If somebody has a problem of continuously having a yeast infection to the point that they have to have boxes of whatever the cream is that they're trying to fix this self with or trying to get it to go away, right? And you are already implying that she was a prostitute. Kick them for good. Just kick them forever. I don't want to see their comments no more. They are out of here. Bye. And so she's already implying that one, Cardi B was a prostitute. She's implied this. She's flat out said this. She's done more than imply this. She has flat out said that Cardi B was a prostitute. She also has flat out talked about the roaches that Cardi B has. She has flat out talked about how dirty and nasty Cardi B is. And then on top of that, she also says Cardi B has a yeast infection that basically she has to keep boxes of monostat, whatever the motherfucking number that is. I mean, really? Really? Like you think I'm reaching, I bet. When I'm saying that she's trying to destroy Cardi B's character. I don't believe the girl had boxes of Monostat 7 or whatever, the Monostat 8 or 10 or whatever. I don't even believe it. I don't even believe the girl had a yeast infection problem. My point is she's trying to destroy the girl's character. And she's trying to make the girl look like she was out there having sex with numerous different partners unprotected. But since I talked about the one thing and everybody wanted to, not everybody, but there was a couple of people that wanted to not leave off of that topic for whatever the case was, how can I make even more points to just point out what my position is, which is the girl Star was doing nothing but trying to badmouth Cardi B and saying everything that she can to make her look bad. And whenever I see somebody do this, I question them. I don't know about that type of stuff, man. Birds of a feather absolutely flock together. I've heard Cardi B say that I've personally heard her with her own mouth say that she was never a prostitute on one of her lives going off on somebody. Thank you, Dark Shadow. Thank you. I mean, I think that it's just I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know why the comments went the way that they did. I think that I don't know. Maybe I wasn't clear. I'll take the responsibility. How about that? What up, SK? I'll take the responsibility. Nope, I'm not going into it anymore, sons. I've already lingered on this long enough. And so just so we could be clear, she called Cardi B a prostitute. She talked about how Cardi B had roaches. She talked about how Cardi B was just nasty and disgusting. And then she also talked about how Cardi B had a yeast infection that was so bad that she had to have tons of cream. She's implying that Cardi B is a dirty, nasty prostitute. I don't understand how people aren't getting this. Whatever, though, because I guess I think if y'all agree with this, then y'all not defending Tasha K. And I'm not even talking about Tasha K negatively. I just said I think that she could have handled the interview better. I think that if Tasha, this is just my opinion, I could be wrong, but I think that Tasha K handled the interview with that star lady wrong. I think that she was pushing the wrong narrative. I think that she shouldn't have been pushing the narrative of let's bash Cardi B or let's expose Cardi B as much as once this chick started talking sideways, okay, I'm gonna need some kind of like, what do you have besides your words? You can get roaches because your neighbors got roaches. One thing has nothing to do with the other. You could just have your houses connected. You could just live on a low floor. Like facts for everybody that don't know. You could just literally just live on a low floor. So that's basically anyway. So let's get to the next point real quick. And this is points on why I know it says Cardi B versus Tasha K. And it's Cardi B versus Tasha K because Tasha K allowed for this lady to get on her platform and say a lot of things that I just don't believe is true. The only thing, once again, the only thing that I feel a way about Tasha K about is that that the lady that's been doing a whole bunch of lying, so she could be lying about this also, basically said that she was told to not do an interview, with somebody else because Tasha K wanted the interview. So she was like telling her not to do the interview or whatever the case might be. I don't know. But like I said, the star lady has been lying. So everybody that's like gunning for Tasha K over what the star lady is saying, y'all the same people that don't believe the star lady on other shit that she's saying. So maybe, maybe we shouldn't believe Tasha K when she not Tasha K, the star lady when she talks about Tasha K. Yo, why did you delete that? He's talking about this. And you timed them out. Oh man, y'all was too quick on that one. And most had a good point. The interview was extremely biased against Cardi. I couldn't listen. Okay. I had to watch the interview in like 3 different like times because I was just listening to it and I was just like, I can't. I just can't. And then I listened to, then I had to pick it up later, and then I was just like, this is just too much. Because it seemed to me like it was obvious that the girl was lying. And not only did it seem to me like it was obvious that the girl was lying, but okay, when you do an interview, you're going to talk to the person. You're going to talk to the person before the interview so y'all know what, you know what I'm saying? For everybody that thinks that people just come out cold and do interviews, that's just not how it works. There's usually a list of what we want to talk about, points that we want to hit, things we want to discuss. There's even a list of questions that you might ask that, it's not a question of we're going to definitely ask. It's questions of that you might ask. You understand what I'm saying? Not every question always get asked. So Yes, Mama Rain, it seemed extremely personal and not fact-finding. I 100% agree with you on that. So my point is this. I think that when she was handling the interview, especially when it had to be obvious that the girl was just making stuff up at some point, that some of this stuff, it just couldn't be true. Like, I'm going to tell you one thing that I just don't agree with. She said she was at one strip club, right? So there's this other strip club that all the strippers want to go to, I guess, because that's where the money's at in Mount Vernon, that she was talking about. So she was like, she was at one strip club, right? So the girl Cardi B wanted to get to the other strip club. So Cardi B came up to her and asked her for help to get to the other strip club. Now, she don't know Cardi B from Adam, but she co-signs her at another job. Who does that? Do any of y'all do that? Do any of y'all do that? Work somewhere, some random person comes up to you that you don't know from nowhere, that you don't barely know, and then you co-sign them to get a job somewhere else. Who does that? You might send them, like, yo, these guys might be hiring, go up in there, don't say my name. I've done that a ton of times. But you don't co-sign them to get a fucking job somewhere and you barely know them. Who does that? You that kind-hearted? You that good that you're gonna risk your livelihood for somebody that you don't barely know? Who does that? That's another issue I had. Once she said that, it was over for me. I said, somebody took one of their likes away. I guess they did that. So once she did that, it was over for me. I can't do it. Thank you, Deontay. I can't do it. And I'm not bashing strippers, by the way. I mean, what the hell? Who am I to say that if I wasn't in some of the situations that some of these young ladies find themselves in, that I wouldn't do the same? We have a school system that isn't teaching kids anything other than how to memorize. We have a patriarchal workplace system that we all live in, that promotes men that don't even deserve promotions over women that do deserve promotions. So this whole society that we live in is geared in such it's geared in such a manner that often just being capable doesn't mean that you're going to get the position. So I'm not knocking anybody that's doing anything to try to make a living. I'm not knocking none of y'all. The only people I'm knocking is people that's like selling hard drugs, getting people killed. Fuck them niggas. Everybody else, I'm not knocking none of y'all. I mean, you'd have to tell me about a situation. SK says Tasha K didn't have to like Cardi, but she should have kept it professional and interjected at points during the interview. Yep, absolutely. That interview was terrible. Remember when, I hate bringing this up, but remember when a while back, Star from Star and Buck Wild did the interview with the young lady that said that the radio personality had taken advantage of her and everything? I told y'all then that he did that interview wrong. I said the same thing about him. So for anybody that thinks I'm out here bashing women, you wrong. I said the same thing about him. Videos are still up on this. I said the same thing about him. I said he did the interview wrong. I didn't like the way that he did the interview. There was things that he should have asked that he didn't. There's the same thing here. There's things that Tasha K should have asked and should have cleared up, and he didn't. And she didn't. Pardon me. She didn't. She let the shit ride. You can't tell me that you just got somebody a job that you don't know from Adam, or for the strength of your name, that you went somewhere and told your boss, yo, this is my people's, give them a job. You don't know this person from Adam. And on top of that, the first time they were supposed to meet you, they didn't show up. She made a point to say that the first time that she was supposed to meet Cardi B didn't show up. So now this person shows up the second time after they proved to not necessarily be how do you say, reliable. She's proven she's not reliable, but you're still gonna put your job and your word and your name on the line for her? Please, somebody explain to me how this makes sense. She wasn't. See, that's my point, KD. I don't believe she was trying to poke holes. Okay, when you do an interview, right? The interviewer, whether I believe you or not, I'm supposed to try to poke holes in your story. Because while you clear up those holes that I'm poking in your story, you that's one, that's content. And two, that's further showing how you're right, or how what you're saying is true, or how you're not lying. As an interviewer, whether I believe you or not, whether I think that you are the story, whether I think that you are right or not, I'm supposed to try to poke holes in your story. Period. I'm supposed to ask you questions, and then when you give answers, I am supposed to try to attack those answers so you clarify. Period. And Dark Shadow says, in my honest opinion, as a scripper, she said, in my honest opinion, she broke a code, and that's ground for blackballing a sister from the biz. Look at that. Dark Shadow says, you keep your damn mouth shut and let them make their money. Look at that. Thank you, KD. And that's why I'm saying that I didn't think that it was a good interview. At I don't know enough about how hard CNN attacks progressives, so I'm not going to answer on that. But why do you keep deleting stop most posts? Okay, I get it. I understand why you deleted that. All right, no. You good? I understand why you deleted it. Because Fox News isn't really news, by the way. It's just a big giant propaganda machine, and they take it too far. All news is basically propaganda, but they take it too far. So that's my point, and that's my position on it. So I'm not trying to, it says Cardi B versus Tasha K, but that's because Tasha K allowed for her platform to be used by this star chick who obviously, I think she was also in talking with Mona Simone, talking about how she made references or speaking about how she's a real rapper or something. I don't know, about how she would write for Cardi B. So a lot of these things, ask Brittany Chanel. Brittany Chanel knows way more on this particular situation than I do. Go sub to her channel. She doing big things over there. She be definitely delivering the tea. I'm not good at delivering the tea. I would love to link up with Brittany Chanel, and we could probably do a simulcast on our channels one day. That would be dope as shit. Also, for everybody, especially the people who currently already could get in contact with me, all of y'all get Google Duos, because soon the way that we're going to do the call-ins is I'm going to leave my Google Duos open. Yeah, she's dope. I like her. What up, Mika? I like Brittany Chanel. She's dope. And she's always talking about the Most High. Like, you could tell people that, she be pitching the Most High. A little hard sometimes, but I appreciate that. I like that. Anyway, so we need more God-fearing women and men and men and men. But yeah, like that's my position on the matter. I just think that the girl star was just, I just think she was just lying. I think that she was lying. I think she knows her. Yes, she is beautiful. Actually, I tried to take her on a date, but she said something about not living in New York City, so whatever. So she didn't say none of that. I'm just making stuff up at this point. But okay, first of all, this is another thing. Does Star even come out talking about Cardi B if Cardi B never gets into the beef with Nicki Minaj? Does she even come out? Do we ever even hear from her? Is anybody else even questioning that? because that's what my whole video was about. These motherfuckers messed up a whole run I had. I had a whole entire run. Different points that I was going to hit in the Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and I was going to talk about Remy Ma in it, and I was going to talk about fucking the beefs that these guys just had. I was going to talk about all of the beefs in like the last year or so. All of the beefs in like the last year or so, and I was going to use the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj situation to like really like gel and glue it together to show you like what's going on in hip hop. And then this chick Star comes out of the fucking woodworks and messes everything up, because then I'm going to look like I'm attacking Cardi B, which I'm not. So can anybody understand why I'm a little bit pissed off that this Star chick came out and just ruined everything? I'm not mad at Tasha K. I just wish she did the interview a little bit different. I really wish if Star does that interview a little bit different, if pardon me, if Tasha K does that interview a little bit different and she actually I'm not going to say attacks, but she actually, I don't want to say bias, and she actually asks some tough fucking questions. What's up, Tommy? How you doing today, my brother? And she actually asks some tough fucking questions, I can still do my rollout. Y'all do know I plan this shit like a week and a half. Y'all ever notice that we talk about shit for like a whole week unless something drops? We discuss shit a week at a time. That's what we do over here. A story drops, we discuss it for about a week, and then when the next week comes, we move on to the next something other. You understand what I'm saying? That's usually what we're doing over here. We discuss stuff for a week. Everybody gets their viewpoints and everything else out. And then we move on. So I was preparing a week. I was preparing it. Yeah, I think she heard it. I mean, I don't know. Because you got to understand, people that's just looking for gossip, I'm not trying to bash anybody, but people just looking for gossip, this is still a win. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people, they don't care if the gossip is true or fake. They just want to hear the shit. They want to hear the tea. I'm gonna agree with you to a degree, Mika, pardon me. I'm gonna agree with you, but I'm gonna agree with you to a degree. I think Tasha went so hard because so many people was telling her not to. And just y'all women, as a general sense, I'm not trying to be a dick. What up, Saf? Y'all women, in a general sense, especially when a man tells y'all not to do something, y'all just feel away and y'all like, you can't tell me what to do. So just in a general sense. So I think that just in a general sense, some people was telling her not to do it, and she felt like, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell me what to do. I want to do what I want to do. Yeah, can you please stop fucking leave most alone? Please stop fucking blocking his comments. I don't know why y'all do that. Stop and leave most alone. You mess with him enough today. You? What up, Beats? Yes, that's what I believe. That's actually what I believe happened in the Tasha K situation. She felt like she was being bullied, and she decided she was not going to allow anybody to bully her. So it made her go harder. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. But I do a lot of male-orientated lives. Like, I need to mix it up a little. Can't I mix it up a little, fellas? I do a lot of men oriented lives. Like, I want to mix it up a little. I want the women to know that we appreciate them, we love them, you know. What's up, Alejandro? But you understand, like that. That's what I think happened. I think that she was told to stay away from the subject matter, and she felt like she was being bullied. And so, often when we feel like we're being bullied, people sometimes, strike back harder. So I think that's one of the reasons why she was going hard. And I think that one of the reasons why she was going hard also is because she felt like she was getting bullied from Cardi's side. So she was like, I'm going to get even, or whatever the case might be. I don't know. Probably not even, but, whatever, nigga. Well, we'll see if she hurts her brand. But like I said, I don't think she's really going to hurt her brand. A great majority of the people that tune into her, they just want to see a car crash. I just said she felt like she was being bullied. I just said that, Bo. So yeah, I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying. She felt like she was being bullied. What up, Bernard? But yeah, she was on the defensive. Exactly. Yeah, Alejandra. But she felt like she was being bullied. And like that's where I'm at on it. I just wish she would have handled the interview differently. I think that see, I look at it like this. I don't consider this. We don't have a huge platform. We have a okay size platform. It's kind of small. This platform is kind of small. I mean, I love y'all. Don't get it confused. And whenever we could get larger and bigger and grow our community, that'd be a great thing. But I'd rather do it organically. That's why when people be like clickbait, I'd be like, nah, it really wasn't clickbait. You just didn't understand the context of the video, but that's okay. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe you'll watch a different video at some time, and then you'll understand the context of that video, and then you'll see exactly how I make videos. Often, if you just watch just one video, then you're gonna probably think shit is clickbait. But if you watch 2 or 3 of the videos that are made on this channel, then you'll get a better understanding of what I'm actually doing. And then you might see something that somebody else that don't know no better that'll be like, it's clickbait. And then you'll be like, nah, that's not clickbait, because I tell you, it's gonna tomorrow he's probably gonna have a video talking about the opposing viewpoint. Good morning, Sean John. Because that's often what I do. I try to look at everything. I try to look at concepts from every different angle. I just wish she would have challenged. You got to challenge the person that you interview. You have to challenge them. And she didn't challenge her at all. And she just allowed for her to come on her freaking show and say whatever she wanted to say about somebody that she don't know. And I just don't like that. Most says, I think allowing somebody to lie on others through your brand is disrespectful and awful. I agree with you. Appreciate you, Tiffany. Tiffany said, that's why I fucks with you, Frost. I love your channel. And fucks is spelled like this, by the way. This is how I spell fucks, y'all. Actually, I think we're gonna close it up. I gotta get some videos out today. This is a new week. Nah, you good, Tiffany? Spell it the way you spell it. I'm just telling you how I spell it because that's the way I say it. Fucks. I don't use a C, a K, or S. I use an X. F-U-X. That way I don't get banned when I go on whenever like I'm on Twitter or something like that. Like, it doesn't come up like it's the curse word. It comes up like other stuff, and people will read it and know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I try to navigate through issues. I don't really want problems. And guns is very funny. Like, if anybody's ever seen there's a show that comes on TV. I fucking love it. It's called Killjoys. They never say the word hell on Killjoys. Why? Because then they'll be giving away one of their curses that they want to use at a different time. So they always say hells with an S on it. Hells. What the hells are you doing? That way they don't get flagged by the FCC. So dope. Anyway, so look, I love y'all guys. I just want to air that out because I was pissed off that they messed up my rollout last week. The week before last, they messed up my rollout, which turned me back. I'm not entirely sure what I got planned for the entirety of this week, but we're gonna definitely I gotta come up with some. I'm right when I get off of this. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm probably gonna go to White Castle real quick. Give me a couple burgers. I think I want to get some White Castle burgers today. So I might go to White Castle. It's already past the time, man. It's already past the time. I need to start making more original content. I'm gonna start making. Oh, I know where I gotta go. I gotta go to fucking Best Buy today. So Am I gonna go today? I don't know. No. I think I'm gonna do videos today. I do need to get down to Best Buy. There's some stuff I gotta pick up. No, I gotta go to Best Buy today. I gotta go to Best Buy today. I only get like 3 or 4 sliders, yo. See, this is why y'all motherfuckers get sick. Y'all go to White Castle and y'all be like, oh, them. Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, shout out to Jules. Shout out to Jules. She stopped by. We went through Manhattan, filming shit and doing shit. And not for nothing. I want to start doing that and make that a monthly thing where at least once a month, a couple of us could get together and we could go walk around New York City and show people who's not in New York City the different things that it is to do around the city. So anybody that's in the city or live close to the city and can make it to the city, like on a Saturday or whatever the case might be, reach out to me. Yeah. I'm 100. I want to do it at least once a month. At least once a month. This is what I want to do. So like I said, my link is in the description of every video. Has the link to my email, so y'all could just hit me up. So you could come to the April one, Bo, if you like, in the April one, because we're gonna do it once a month. In the April one, you could come to the April one. And if any of y'all ever visiting in New York, let me know what's going on, and then we can link up and do stuff. And we have to get it together at least a week in advance so we can map out the things that we want to do, so we can be a little bit more organized than we was this Saturday. Just a little bit more organized. Oh, and the reason why y'all get sick from eating damn White Castle burgers because you ain't supposed to eat 80 at a time. I go there, I get like 3 or 4, and then the rest of the meal was filled up with other stuff. Just letting you know, that's how I do it. I'm not going there to eat fucking 80 White Castle burgers, nigga. I'm not trying to have my stomach pumped. Yes, I might come down to Philly. Yeah, why not? I might come down to Philly and go visit Sav. And anybody that's in the Philly area, we could do something down there. I'm not getting a hotel, though. I'm just letting you know, Sav. So I don't know how your couch better be soft. All right, that's what it is. But look, I love y'all. I really appreciate y'all guys. Y'all guys are the best. I'm gonna try to work hard this week so I can give y'all some stuff to really, no, I'm not gonna be able to make it to Scotland, man. I wish I could. I tell you what, I'll go to Scotland if y'all get together a plane ticket. If motherfuckers get together the money, if y'all donate the money to get me together a fucking plane ticket, I will go to Scotland. How about that? I don't know if I'm gonna make it back. This might be a setup and shit, but I'll go to Scotland. Y'all motherfuckers get ready on the day. You know what I'm saying? And said, no, we're not doing that. And I'll go to Scotland. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go get my passport anyway. Yeah, give me bus fare to Scotland. I think it's like $6,000 because we have to get the bus with the hot air balloon on top of it. Anyway, we're not talking about me going on vacations, okay? Because that's basically what that'd be, a working vacation. We're not talking about none of that shit. I didn't say I wouldn't go to Alabama. I'm saying I'm not going down to Alabama to meet a wife. Let's get that absolutely clear. Yes, the Giants actually finally won. I may be doing I gotta do some sports videos. I might be doing one of that. Do I own a gun? It doesn't matter if I do because I wouldn't be able to get it on the plane to go to Scotland. So there that goes, sons. Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. I love y'all. I do have to get to Best Buy. I need to get some software. I need to at least check out some software, whether I purchase it or not. Oh, Scotland's coldest. I live in New York City, man. We get all four. New York City literally gets all 4 seasons. We really get all 4 seasons. A lot of places don't get 4 seasons no more. Okay, now y'all just saying shit. I ain't fucking with y'all niggas no more. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.